this with me. Your bags are packed, you're hopping in the car, and you're taking a cross-country journey. A GPS would be handy to make sure you get to your dream destination. The same can be true for your retirement. You do need to know the way. That's what we're discussing today with Gary Mattson and Laurel Stewart. The father-daughter team are with Mattson Financial, a full-service financial and retirement firm in the Grand Rapids area. And they are also popular radio show hosts. So it is nice to have you with us today.
Thank you.
Good to be here.
Yeah, so how important is it to have that retirement GPS?
Well, understanding that when you go on a trip, that GPS is there to locate where you're at, and you also put in where you're going to go, and sometimes little spots along the way. And that's really good because you kind of know what to expect. That's the same thing you want in your retirement. You want to know what you're going to start at income, what happens if we want to change that up a little bit, but we want to know our destination is going to get us through retirement.
Yeah, and so what is in common with preparing for a long trip and your retirement journey? Because we know that's a long journey as well.
Well, we're going to have people in retirement 25, 30, 40 years in retirement. They could actually be in retirement longer than they worked. So you really have to, like the GPS, have a plan in place, but outside the GPS, you have to have the unexpected also planned for. Nobody would go on a long trip with a car without a spare tire.
Yeah.
So those are things we want to make sure your car's fit, that you have the spare tire, enough money, emergency fund, all those type of things. You can do the same thing throughout retirement.
Yeah, and a GPS we know can often update your trip.
Yes.
Things can change along the way. Make sure that you're heading on the same route. Can you also do that with your retirement plan?
Absolutely, and that's why, it's so important when we talk and, sit down with our clients that, yes, this is the plan in place for today, but also we're making these recommendations for your plan because it has to be flexible. Like Dad had mentioned, you're spending 30, 40 years in retirement, and a lot can change in that time frame.
Yeah.
You get kids or grandkids involved maybe, and so those dreams, goals, and desires change along with that.
Yeah, and having a contingency plan can be crucial, which is why you are very high on actively managed portfolios. Why is that?
Well, we want to change with what the market does. We're not going to predict, but we're going to react. We had a client that wanted to actually go on a large hunting trip with his family. He's from Holland, and he says, in 3 years, I want to take my boys with me, and we're going to go on this big hunting trip, South Africa, and do this type of thing. And he found out 3 years later, when he went to use those funds, he wasn't going to use them for that. He actually started an asparagus farm. And now he's doing that with his grandkids. And that whole thing changed, but it was totally different tax-wise also. So it changed the fundamental of the plan.
Yeah, a lot of us have a dream about retirement. And so what do you think is the key to having a successful retirement?
I think it's just like, you go on a vacation, you have a plan. You need to have a plan for retirement. And a lot of people push that off until they're, going to retire tomorrow type thing. And we encourage you to start having that conversation and plan for it when you're in the red zone, which is about 3 years away. That way we can start navigating you through the 4 different puzzle pieces we always talk about. Taxes, estate planning, risk management, and then obviously investing for income, because that's the number one important thing that people need to have income for retirement.
And really understand from the advisor's point of view what they're going to do when the market changes. The market's going to go down. When that happens, how is your portfolio going to work? Have that conversation.
Yeah, so we're talking about taking this long journey. What are some of the things that can actually steer you away from having that successful retirement plan?
Number one would be health problems, big losses, like we said, they didn't expect. We know the market's going to change, so do you want to take every dollar you take out cost you 30% more if you have a 30% market downturn? You have to be prepared for those things along the way, but you also want to have a reasonable return along the way also. Yeah. And that's why it's so important. We talk about it all the time, and now everybody's kind of getting on the same board, is getting you through retirement, not to retirement. Looking down the road and making sure that path is clear to get where you want to go.
And you have something that you want to offer our viewers. Can you tell us about it?
Yes, so for the first 5 callers with a portfolio of $250,000 or greater, we'd love to invite you into the office. Let's have, a cup of hot cocoa or coffee right now and some cookies, and talk about your retirement dreams, goals, and desires. That way we can structure your plan for you. Let us do the homework.
Yeah. That sounds great. And actually, so for you at home, if you're looking to make sure that your plan is going to get you to your retirement destination, Mattson Financial has a great offer for you. For the first 5 callers, they're offering a complimentary full-blown retirement plan just for you. This will allow them to sit down with you personally and provide you with a roadmap, analyzing where you are right now, and discuss your best steps to really get ready for a successful retirement. A game plan to get you where you need to be. Just call the number that you see there, 616-514-3831. Again, 616-514-3831. So Gary, Laurel, glad to have your expertise here on 8 West.
Thank you.
Yes, and we'll see you again next week.
Sounds great.
We'll be right back with more 8 West.
This is 8 West.